What's the funniest thing that has happened to you? I mean, I was kind of a nutcase growing up, so that's not fair. I wasn't a nutcase. I was just a big ball of emotions. I was very emotional as a child. I don't really know why I'm telling you this, except to say that I think sometimes I overreacted to things that maybe weren't that big of a deal, and um, uh, there was always chaos that ensued because of that. Although I can't really think of what the funniest thing that ever happened to me was. Um, I feel like, oh, well, this is kind of funny. It's a little dark though. So I told this to my wife recently and she laughed really hard. When I was a kid, I think it was either the greatest story ever told or one of those big biblical Jesus epics. It might have been Ben-Hur now that I'm thinking about it. Well, so we had these pipes that would sort of clip together. It was toys that we would make, and so you could build like forts out of them. I only remember this because they were called amogles, and that's something that stuck out from my childhood that I remember very specifically. But we had these amogles, pipes that we put together, and I made a cross out of them, like what Jesus would carry through the street in Ben-Hur or one of those other epics. And I just remember being fascinated by this. I was like, oh, this man was killed because of what he believed. I just, very, lots of gears turning in my head. So I wanted to play Jesus, basically, in the production that would occur in my house that no one was going to ask for or care about. But I remember dragging the cross through past the kitchen. My mom's cooking, and she was like, Jesus, can I get you any food? And I was like, no, I have to go. And so then my brother was with me, my little brother, and we planted the cross that we made into one of the cushions of the couch. So it's there. Then I asked my little brother to tie me to it. So I'm tied to this cross. Can't really see. This is really morbid. Because my faith is very important to me, but this is still a funny story. I'm tied to this cross, and then in the cushion, I start to come loose, so then I start falling forward while attached to the cross. I fell and got very, very hurt and started screaming and crying. I think I was probably 8 years old then. Oh, so Spartacus gets killed by crucifixion as well at the end of that movie. So I had this weird, I think it's because I saw it when I was too young, I had this weird fascination with why would people do this to someone? Jesus, Spartacus, both got crucified. Wow, this is a cameo that I did not think was going this direction at all, but here we are. Anyway, I fell. My mom could not stop laughing, and I remember being very angry that she was laughing, but in hindsight, it is pretty funny. Not what I thought I was going to tell you. That's very interesting. Anyway, what's the scariest thing you've